What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is McKenna. Please make sure you subscribe. So for this video, I'll be responding to the questions that you guys sent to me a while back. I just haven't gotten around to filming the video, but I finally got the time and I was able to answer most of the questions that you guys sent to me. And I also filmed how I came up with this look. I don't look like this the entire video, it's a process, and I filmed it. So in the process of me answering your questions, I showed you guys how I came up with this glossy eye and lip look. I actually got the idea from one of you to film this video because the get to know me that I already have on my channel is a bit outdated because I filmed it last year and I feel like the person I was last year is not who I am right now. I think it's very evident. So it was a good idea and I decided that I would film the get ready with me / get to know me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm gonna start by doing my hair and I'll explain everything I'm going to be doing to my hair, and then I'm just gonna speed through the process because I feel like if I explain everything I'm doing while I'm doing it and then answer your questions as well, it's gonna make this video quite long. So I'm just gonna explain what exactly I'm doing with my hair, and then I'm gonna do it and speed through that process, let the music carry through that process, and then I'm gonna start answering the questions. I'll answer a few of them and then continue getting ready, just to kind of make this whole process easier for me as well, and also make sure that the video is not too long. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm going to be doing. For my hair, I'm going to be wearing this headband wig. I got it recently from an Instagram store. I'll include the name on the screen, but it's a headband wig and it's the body wave headband wig. It's really full. I like how full it is because I like when my hair is full. Like if I have a wig, if I have an extension, like a ponytail extension, if I have braids, I really like it when it's full, and this one is really full and I like that. So I will be using this particular wig for this look. So what I'm gonna do is I'll lay down my hair with gel and tie it at the back, and then hold it back with an old stocking that I cut out to fit my head, and then I'm gonna put on the wig, and then I will start answering your questions once I'm done with that section of this video.
Side.
I'm now gonna answer the first part of the questions. These questions were sent to me a while back. I just took some time to actually film this video. I took screenshots of the questions you guys sent and I'm going to be answering them right now. Advice to your 19-year-old self. I think I answered a similar question when I started my channel, but I gave a different answer. I think right now I have a different answer to that same question, because I think the answer I gave then was that I would tell her to take more opportunities. But I think right now what I would tell her is to stop watering herself down, first of all, because for a long time I tried to water myself down. Like, I wasn't occupying the space I knew I should be occupying. Like, I feel like everyone should occupy as much space as they want in the world, and I feel like for me, I would always try and make myself kind of disappear. I think you guys know what I mean by occupy space. Like, everyone has a place in the world, yeah. So there's no need to feel like you have to make yourself diminish into the crowd. That's something I would do a lot. I think the other thing I would tell myself is it's okay if people are mad at you or disappointed in you. I think the one thing I would always avoid is making people angry. So most times I would find myself doing something that I don't want because I don't want someone else to be angry at me, but in the end I end up feeling uncomfortable or disappointed in myself, yeah, and I don't think that's something I'm willing to do anymore. So I think that's something I would tell my younger self, because that's actually a boundary that you're setting. So I think that's actually something I would tell my younger self. The whole boundaries thing, it's fine if you want to set certain boundaries, and those boundaries need to be respected. There's a reason why you've set particular boundaries in your life, yeah. I think that's my main point here, to do with boundaries. I wish that was something that I had done earlier. But I mean, they're there now, so that's the whole point. I do have my own boundaries right now. I think those 2 points, setting boundaries and not watering myself down, those are the 2 things I wish I could talk to my younger self about, because it's like I had not heard about those 2 things at all. But yeah, relationship status, I am single. I'm currently single. Yeah, I'd just like to state that my phone case matches my sweater. The next question is, do you have any insecurities? Yes, I do. I think every human being has their own insecurities. You just have to learn how to love them. Yeah, just have to learn how to live with them and love them, because they are a part of who you are. So yeah, a number of you asked me how tall I am, and I think I've said it before. I'm not so sure about my measurements, but I know I'm quite tall. I'm taller than the average woman. I don't know how tall the average woman is. Let me actually check. How tall is the average woman? Okay, so the average woman is 5'4", and I know I'm nowhere near 5'4". I'm taller than that by a few. I know I'm really tall, but I'm not so sure about the exact measurement. But if I ever do get myself measured anytime soon, I will tell you guys, I guess. But as of now, I just know I am quite tall. What inspires your makeup looks, especially the color? I've never been asked that before. I've never been asked where I get the inspo for my colors before. I think that's the first time I've been asked that. I don't think my colors have any inspo. I don't think so. I just usually pick colors depending on the look I'm trying to achieve. And most times when I'm coming up with a look, I've seen something on Pinterest or Instagram or TikTok, and I just kind of add my own touch to it and then just come up with it. It's not like I usually have a specific thing that inspires my looks. It's usually just something that I've seen and I'm like, okay, if I do this here, it's gonna look different, or I change the colors completely, but the whole idea is still the same. So most times it's not anything particular that inspires my look. Like, I do know there's some people who get their inspiration from like nature, but for me it's nothing like that. I just come up with things randomly. I could be staring at a look and I feel like if you add this color, it might look a little bit better. That's the way I work with my makeup looks. So yeah. What kind of camera do you use to shoot your videos? I use the Canon G7 Mark III. What's your skincare routine? I think I have my skincare routine on my YouTube already. I will try and link it down below. I hope I don't forget. What would be your supervillain origin story? That's an interesting question. I think for me, considering the way I functioned, I was nice in the beginning, and then at some point something happened to me and I became I guess, dark or evil. And I've said this because the way I function naturally, like the person I am, is if you break my trust once, it's really hard for me to trust you fully again. I might give you some trust, but there's also going to be some doubt in there. And that's why I've said, for me, if I was to be the evil one in a story, it would be the person who was nice in the beginning, and then at some point their trust was broken and all of that, and then they became the evil one. I think that would be me if I was to be a villain in a story. So yeah, similar to what I did with the hair, I'm just going to show you guys all my products, all the products I'll be using on my base, because right now I'm just gonna be focusing on my base. I'm going to show you every product that I'm going to be using, and then I'll let the music carry through as I do my base. Like I said in the beginning, I'm really trying to make sure this video isn't too long for both our sakes, so I'm just gonna show you guys each and every product I'm going to be using. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my face. I don't think I have my primer here right now. It's still in my room. I'm gonna go and get it. But once I've primed, I'm going to use the E.L.F. Illuminating Face Primer, but I'm not gonna use this as a primer. I'm going to use it around my cheek areas to highlight my face under the foundation. The last time I did that, it gave me a nice highlight on this area of my face, and I'm gonna put some, I think, on my chin and on these areas of my forehead, and it made my face look glowy, because this product actually looks like a highlight. So I'm only gonna use it on these areas of my face to highlight my face, and then I'm gonna use my regular foundation, the Fit Me foundation in the shade number 334, and then I'll use the Maybelline Instant Age Eraser to conceal, and then I'll use the Fit Me concealer to highlight my face, and I'll use the LA Girl Pro concealer to contour my face. And for my brows, I'll be using these two products, and I think that's all I use on my face for my base. So I'm going to go ahead and just get done with my base, and then I'll come back and answer the other questions that you guys sent to me.
I long for that feeling. Why did it have to go away? I long for that feeling. Remember everything you said. Had to go on dreaming, dreaming. 'Cause baby, you are everywhere. I wish that you were here, 'cause I don't want nobody else. I'm not afraid to be alone, new beginnings. I'm not afraid to overcome every feeling that I have. So take me in your arms. Yeah, 'cause nothing can really hurt us unless we let it go. Forget about the past. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you know it's true. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you know it's true. I know that feeling. We say goodbye until it hurts. I know that feeling. Stormy skies and fireworks. Yeah. But I'm not afraid to be alone, new beginnings. I'm not afraid to overcome every feeling that I have. So take me in your arms. Ooh, yeah. 'Cause nothing can really hurt us unless we let So casually keep diving into concrete. So bittersweet. Huh? Keep losing sleep while driving in the backseat. What's left of me? Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. And maybe just a better kind of bitter. Lose gravity, I'm swimming in the quicksand. Up to my knees. Keep losing sleep, I'm manic, dream at midnight. So hard to please. Drowning in what feels just like an ocean. Negativity is getting closer. Hard to keep the heat when it gets colder. You know, sometimes everything just gets hard. Sometimes everything just gets harder. Feeling like I'm missing some parts. Days just keep on getting much darker. Even when I'm down in the lower, I remember what you were saying. Sometimes all you need is a spark. And maybe just a better kind of bitter.
Now that my base is done, I'm gonna go through the other part of the questions. What are you studying? I'm currently doing computer science at Strathmore and I'm in my final year, so that's exciting. It's actually exciting and scary at the same time because like once I'm done, I have to start figuring out what I want to do after and all of that. So it's kind of scary, but also it's kind of exciting because I'm finishing school. But I'm just gonna try and not think about the end right now and just focus on where I am right now, and that is that I am in my last year. That's where my head is at right now. When is your birthday? My birthday is on the 23rd of June. It's next week. I'm really excited for my birthday. Yeah, it's 23rd of June. Yeah. Next is, what is your orientation? I'm straight. Decision that had an impact. I think it's what I was talking about earlier when I was mentioning the whole issue of having boundaries and the whole watering myself down. I think when I stopped watering myself down, I kind of stepped out of my comfort zone and I no longer try to shrink myself, I guess. And also the whole having boundaries thing, that has also had an impact in my life, a really big impact, bigger than I expected actually. I think I'm gonna answer this question with those 2 points as well. Can you show us your artwork and when did you start drawing and how do you manage that with uni classes? I stopped drawing a lot after I started doing my makeup because I think for me makeup is more interesting than drawing on paper, I guess, and painting. I still do. It's not like I wouldn't do it ever again, it's just that it's not really as interesting to me as doing my makeup, I guess. But the artwork that I do have is on my Instagram already. It's on one of the highlights on there. And when did you start drawing? I think it was in class 6. I made a friend who was really good at drawing cartoon characters, and I think that's when I started out trying to draw as well. And when I went to high school, I picked, at first I had picked music as my subject, as my technical subject, that's what they're called, and then I swapped and I went to art, and I think that's when I started actually having like a proper interest in art. And then when I left high school, I used to draw a lot. I used to do a lot of paintings and drawings, and at one point I used to try color pencils as well, but drawing with color pencils is really not easy, but I tried it out as well, and I think that's basically been my journey with art. And then 2020 is when I got the interest in art on my face, and by that I mean makeup. So yeah, and how do you manage that with uni classes? I don't do art full time. I don't really need to balance it with my uni work or anything like that. Rate your course on a scale of 1 to 10. I think if I was to be very honest, from first year I would rate it around a 2, 3, and then as you progress, like second year, third year, fourth year, it's gonna keep going up the scale. So it's just gonna keep getting harder, I'm not gonna lie, but I feel like it's worth it because of the direction the world is moving in. What keeps you going every day? The life that I want to live. I think that's the one thing that pushes me a lot. Like the life I see for myself is what makes me want to push myself even further. How would you describe your aesthetic? I honestly have no idea how exactly I would describe my aesthetic, because every single time I open Pinterest I have a new aesthetic. Like I think if you go through my Pinterest, I recently added a new section to one of my boards, and it's a new aesthetic, completely new. So usually my aesthetic changes a lot, so I don't think I would give one term to describe my aesthetic. Actually, I don't think most people can describe their aesthetic, because most times they just keep changing. I think if you ask most people who are into fashion and the whole aesthetic thing, most times they'll tell you that the aesthetic just keeps changing depending on probably even the day. Because for me, sometimes on one day I might want to be a particular aesthetic, and then the next I bring out a different one, and it also comes off on my videos as well. The way I edit my videos changes, and that's because my aesthetic changes, and I feel like this edit won't fit in with this aesthetic. If you could have one superpower, what would that be? The ability to fly.
Let's set the tone, a bottle of red wine and pheromones. The conversation flows, a couple of hours, see how it goes. I really trust my senses, catch me if I fall. So done with second guessing, you seem to have it all. In loving the for anything emotional too soon. My invitation, now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right. We vibing like Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get together, you and I. We vibing like I'll show my hand, let's play it out. Putting my heart up on the table. I really trust my senses, catch me if I fall. So done with second guessing, you seem to have it all. In loving the for anything emotional too soon. You got my invitation, now the rest is up to you. Kick it, rendezvous, make some time for me and you. Get you over, treat you right.
So for my outfit, I picked out this top that I bought from an Instagram store. I'll include the name on the screen. I've talked about this page before in my last video, that the ones who made this top as well, and they have really cute pieces. So if you're looking for cute outfits, I would 100% recommend their page. And then I have on these pants that are almost the same shade of brown as the top. I was going for a monochrome outfit. For my shoes, I have Crocs at the moment because the shoes I had planned out for this outfit have actually been washed, so we're gonna have to go with the Crocs, which I don't know why, but I kind of like how it looks. I shouldn't like how this looks, but I'm not mad about it, but it's not something I would actually wear out of the house. So yeah, and for my jewelry, I have on this pearl necklace. these hoop earrings, this pearl ring, and these rings that I got from an Instagram store. I'll also include their name. I think at this point I've already included the name of the page where I got the hair from. So yeah, that is the entire outfit except the Crocs. Although I'm really not mad at how this outfit looks with the Crocs, but it's not something I would actually wear out of the house. That's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please make sure you subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.
You know what I'm saying? This special right here just for you, baby. I can listen, alright? Yeah, I've been telling everybody about this girl that I've been talking to. She got the eyes of a goddess. I think I know what she wanna do. Now I'm not talking messy, I just wanna sit back, listen to the radio while I call you back. I can see us go far, real far into the sky. We can't even